And welcome back, everybody. Last time we left off, we entered Amarang on the western side, and now we're going to be heading out and heading up to another town, I'm assuming a mining town or something. There's a spot over here we could go to, but we're definitely being attacked by iguanas. Alright everybody, I'll fight the iguana myself. I'm having some sort of like lag in my internet or something at the moment. Ooh. Scale of the track is impressive, I'll give you that. Now, if we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't go all the way up there to find the ether current, because we were going to end up heading up this way anyways. You're like a goat, why are you attacking me? It looks like we made it though, in any case. That is not a gnome. Oh, there's an ether current up there. That makes number 6. Is there any more nearby? No, probably the one just to the south, I'm assuming. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or we have a look around and see if we can produce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Yaranje's eye. Meet us over there, so we can, meet us there if you find anything. Oh, an iron whale. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. There's another thing right here. Yeah, this is getting to be a bit much. switch to Clemency real quick. Done pretty well, I think. It's not a gnome, though. I have no idea why they call that a gnome. Benches within suggest that this must be a passenger car. Oddly enough, it appears clearly old. It appears to be well maintained. And the last one's still over here somewhere, I guess. And down. Cup is slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long if the color's an indication, remains within. So it seems like people have been here recently, and are still maintaining stuff. Managed to miss that battle, at least. Ah, Narn, what hast thou discerned? I see, indeed. Thine observations are consistent with my own. Let's refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance, and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looks like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It's my belief that no person is meant to. The Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor doth it appear to be a sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggests a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, the specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken. I know not how to repair them, that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. Without the aid of the Talos, even if they were somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we still have no means of repelling it. May not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everything else in working order? Whoever's maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Now, I do believe we'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go, then. Yeah, he said behind the warehouse, so I'm assuming behind this. Wicked right, where'd you come from? Never mind that, you have no business here, that I'm sure. Alright then. And down. Good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Do we honestly look like we need to steal? What, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd, we're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for the parts. Oh, Thief, I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in a search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they turned up here somehow. I don't assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in an unlikely event that this is a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I'm a bodyguard of a sort, but we have larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I'd fain to hear more of this ageless sorcerer of his heroic deeds. Gods, grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Albatharang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer us a solution. At least that we haven't gone off on the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again. The trolley. The trolley. You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training. In fact, Jerkle and Thaf at your service. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. Before you ask, yes, it's true that there's a little in need of transport these days, but that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to hard dust. Mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make our hearts sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Was there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together? Slightly more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. I'll introduce you. Very well, our options are limited. If this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right, looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Alright, back to Twine then. I'm assuming that's town or something. And now we get our chess piece, which is nice. Well, that's an interesting style. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, I haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd come out by now. You think he'll be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Alright, looks like it'll just be you lot and me, then. Try not to let anyone take a bite out of you on the way out to the rail yard. We'll catch up with you in Twine. Okay. Yeah, I guess we kind of beat up their buddy there. There's a lot of enemies just for this little area. It won't be too long until we're level 79 already, so I'm not too keen on just fighting whatever. Actually, it looks like we can just walk this almost the entire way, perhaps. Southwest? Well, we're heading southwest. It might be at that little mining town. Oh wait, we went to... I thought we had to... I messed up there, I guess. We have to go back. We have to backpedal a bit. Thaf is still back here. I thought he was gonna just lead us directly to the town, but I guess not. Okay, he's on there, so he's not taking this rail. That's slightly unfortunate, I guess. Oh no. Damn, the smarts. Did he have to thump me so hard? If he's doing that the next fortnight. Oh crap. Okay. Damn, that's Mars. Did he have to bump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I pointed your overeager companions in the right direction and they've gone ahead, so we need to get going. Normally we talk the traps, but seeing as the young lady has so much shorter strides, a lot more perilous route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't anybody falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Is he over at the... Okay, no, he's still walking, so... Oh, what the heck? Guess we're gonna have to fight a Billy here. Wait a minute, I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, alright, run. I'm not required to fight it, so I'm not going to. That's indeed a problem, though. And done. Sorry about that, I admit I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're really intertwined though, so we should make it without further incident. Okay, I think that was a dancer, but I think the ether current's actually up this way. Maybe. Or maybe it is at that city. Okay. It's like very close by somewhere. Let me see. If it's on the tracks, I'm actually gonna be angry. It's up there, I think. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab it now. Actually, we'll get the Aetherite first. The Aetherite always comes first. That is the motto, Aetherite always comes first. Yeah, I think it's right on this, like, yeah, there it is. That makes number 7, so just 3 more to get. The next one's about 500 moms eastward, so... This is it. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house these laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it's still the trolley that brought them here. As you doubtlessly noticed, the track goes to the very heart of town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everything home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines, for that matter. The residents that remain are the destitute, delusional, and those who have nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging. I don't see we have much choice. Let's go ahead and meet the man. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the 3 of you in my life. Of the 4 of you, look at White. If you're gonna bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. He thinks this one is deep in his cups. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into him at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Naboth Ring, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What, there's something in the Naboth Ring? Not anymore. Especially not for frail little girls, give it up. No, I must reach Naboth Ring, I must. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care, the place is a ruin, nothing more. If you're not getting there in the trolley, that thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools, it's necessity that drives us to Naboth Ring. If you insist that the trolley's not an option, at least tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. We'll speak outside. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak, and he's right. But I can't. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm stuck in my own head again. It's good that Magnus has no intention of helping us. Perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something about the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Thancred, Arthur, truly content to stand witness to a fate's course and take no part. This isn't a matter of fate, syaoranvee. It's about choice. I've had years to decide where I stand. Ophelia has spent too long in chains already. I will not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That at least I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. There's somebody over here. Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble. He's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you, what did Magnus have to say? I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt an action where our interest had not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. Sorry that we couldn't be of much help, though. Could at least show you the trolley car we have here, if you like. You give it a stroke or two, it has some very smooth wood. I mean to say you're not giving up, even knowing that Magnus is Magnus. Doesn't see much point in being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. Can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. Then take this toolbox. We'll need to inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that needs repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Alright, that's one way of going about things, I guess. This spot looks like it could use a bit of work. Can you raid the tools for me? Open the box, revealing a proud array of lovely maintained tools within. Brilliant. Now if you hand me what I need to work, this would be help. In this case, if this bolt is loose for one matter, we can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Mid-size wrench. Thank you, this will do nicely. Now give me a moment and... There, I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. Alright, heading on. Concerned about this lantern post, will you read the tools for me? Sure. Alright. Quite handy to have around, you know? As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're going to do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to be splintered. Whether it's a lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes down through here to do maintenance. I need to thin it down a bit. A rough file, I think. Yeah, so wood file's perfect. Let me try this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. Haven't spotted any others, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer. It's breathtaking, you know. Let's take a good look at the view, I guess. Oh, they did for me. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see, but after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It's been that the Naboth Empire has shirked about the idea of the Talos, which they had been seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Naboth brought their mystical engineers, who specialize in Talos here, to the hills. Wouldn't you know it, their industry picked right up again. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronzo and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It's 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Dudela's Stoneworks, took off for Eomore. Now no one remains that could repair and operate the Talos. There's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, as there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we may as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. Creatures are angry and disturbed, which is natural but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nest you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Alrighty, we can do that. Angry Vulture. Next one's right up here. Another angry vulture. One more nest to go. Alright. And finished. It's a nice little expressway. Thank you, that should have everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get started again, though, as I said. The only people who knew how to repair the talus are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. The trolley's tracks rusted and the cars fell into disrepair. I was born in Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it. And those were the worst years of my life. But then, about 7 years passed, Magnus's wife returned to us. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Ama Ring is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. Didn't help in the end, the seniors got the boy. Isn't that always the way? Child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory, they returned this wine. Started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, don't want to find out. Vulture revenge. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the talus, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. Let's go ahead and get our coffer. This time we got the leggings. Four. Looks like we have a blue quest, too. Nice. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a talus we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus' griping for a change. Oh, my poor friends, left to be eaten by horde beasts. I feel terrible about running away, but what choice do I have? No point in us all being killed now, is there? Finding someone to go on and retrieve the bodies, rescue them, would absolve me of the blame, yes? You could go to the ruins of Kelk to look for my 2 more scavengers, I'd be very grateful. Alright, we can do that, I guess. Evil Weapon. What a name. You know that did a stun on me. There we go. Alright, that wasn't too difficult. Am I alive? Can it be true? It's too early to celebrate. My youngest of my group is still missing. Please, you must find him. I'll wait for you outside the ruins in case you need help carrying whatever's left of the poor boy. Okay, I guess we're going further into the ruins here. Is he around here? Oh yeah, here he is. And down. Woo, does that count as near-death experience? I cannot wait to tell my friends. First, which should we make a hasty retreat, yes? Can I thank you enough for saving us, but how do you know we were here? Running away turned out to be the best choice. Not only did he escape, but he sent for help too. If he had tried to rescue himself, he'd probably all be dead by now. Better to run and scavenge another day, yes? I must remember to thank him. Another either current quest. We just felt this little space right here. Yep, there we go. It's curious how there's no other, Aetherytes around here besides Twine. Truly a most vexing state of affairs, though I may have a closer examination might yield something of value. I see, that means the build talus stone by stone are lost to us, 'tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. It was likely required not for a few modest repairs and sufficient of ether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you, but what exactly do you reckon is the problem? I should stress that I performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is a host of a network of veins through which ether flows freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede such flow. How in the hells did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well, then. To bridge these fissures requires a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it would be possible to restore the talus to life. Might prevail upon thee to acquire what we require. Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Debridge. Full sure am I that the stone from which such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Very good, I shall have Thancred and Ophelia tend me in the remaining preparations. I spy but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in the talus, and thus would I ask you to provide 3 stones of Debridge. All else will be made ready upon thy return. Alright, so we have an idea of what we can do for it. In any case, this is probably a good stopping point for the video. We'll go ahead and fight the Debridge for the fragments next time. So I will see you guys next time here in Amaring.